What up, everybody? Somebody had told me that Mary J. Blige said that Season 4 is going to be the final season of Power Book 2 Ghost on a V103 Atlanta radio interview with Big Tigger. Fortunately, that was never said in the interview. I'm not sure where he got that from, but there was some good news that was confirmed in this interview. Mary had her lips sealed concerning any potential spoilers, but she did drop the bombshell that the crew will be back on our screens for Season 4 in May. So the wait to see Tariq, Monet, and the crew back on the screen is almost over with. Season 3 dropped the same night that BMF Season 2 ended, so if they do that again, the release date would be May 10th. And with that said, if you haven't checked out BMF, make sure to do that. You got 1 month before Season 3 drops to get caught up. And I'm telling you, with time, more seasons, and spin-offs, BMF has the potential to rival the Power universe. And 50 has already teased the idea of a potential Lamar spin-off. So if you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and get caught up now so you don't end up having to binge a whole bunch of seasons when you do decide to watch it. Michael Rainey Jr. also just teased on his IG story Monday about announcing the release date, so the official release date should be announced by Starz any day now. So with that said, let me get into the potential Ghost Season 4 storylines. Starting off with the brewing war between Tariq and Brayden and Noma the Tejadas and Effie. This was set up by two things. First being that Diana and Drew blamed Tariq for shooting Monet, even though they both know it wasn't him. Diana had actually tricked Tariq to shoot Monet, only to set him up to be killed by Kane after she wrecked into Tariq's car to stop him from getting away. But this plan was cancelled when Tasha did a drive-by, shooting at Monet for sending her location to Tommy. And Tasha shot at Monet with Diana in the car, making it all the more of a convincing story to Kane and Noma. But Tasha took a shot at Monet for no reason, because the other lie was that it was actually Diana who delivered Tasha's address to Kate's in a red wig, saying that her name was Monet. But since things didn't go as planned and both Tariq and Monet are still living, the best thing Drew and Diana could do was say that Tariq was the shooter and then try to have him killed. All Diana had to do is pretend like she actually thinks that it was Tariq who shot at her. But with that said, now Diana and Drew will have to spend all Season 4 covering up their secret and need to stay a step ahead of Tariq, Monet, Kane, and even Noma and Brayden. So Diana and Drew will have their work cut out for them if they're going to make it out of Season 4 alive. The other reason why Tariq and Brayden are facing war right now is when Tariq found out that he had been betrayed by Diana, he dropped the name of Noma's daughter, Anya Covington. This was supposed to be his trump card. But come to find out that Tariq was not only betrayed by Diana, but he was also betrayed by Effie, who after giving Tariq Anya's information, told Noma that Tariq was targeting her daughter, only making Effie look all the more better in Noma's sight by telling her that, and it being confirmed by Tariq saying it himself. So at this point, there's no way that he can tell Noma that the whole idea of targeting her daughter in the first place came from Effie. Getting me to Noma's daughter, Anya Covington, who was cast for Season 4. The problem for Noma is that Tariq and Brayden made it out of that warehouse alive and still have the information regarding Anya. So Noma was able to move Anya temporarily, but she won't be able to move her permanently. That is because Noma hasn't even told her daughter what she actually does for a living and keeps her daughter far away from that life. So whatever Noma told her daughter to temporarily get her moved from the NYU campus was most likely a lie. So the one way Tariq and Brayden can really win this war against Noma alone, forget about the Tejadas, is to get to Anya. Season 4 we saw the crew evade a RICO case. But we do know for sure that Jenny Sullivan will stop at nothing to take down Tariq, especially because she blames him for the death of her lover, Cooper Saxe. So we might see Blanca in Season 4, or by then she might be off to Chicago to chase after Tommy Egan. Only time will tell. But the main way I think law enforcement will try to get to Tariq this season is through his lawyer, Davis McLean. Jenny Sullivan knows that it was Davis who killed the person back in the day that Theo went to prison for. Davis has also committed several more crimes throughout the 3 seasons, and he's started to become unstable at the same time because he's drinking too much. Last time we saw Rashad Tate, he just won the election to become a U.S. congressman and also proposed to Professor Harper Bonnet. But when pressured by Davis to help him out with some legal problems, he agreed to do it as long as Davis made a donation to his campaign. This was overheard by Harper, who was disgusted and stormed out the building, wanting nothing more to do with Councilman Tate. The reason why Davis was able to pressure Tate was because he was the whistleblower of the Weston Ponzi scheme. So with that said, Season 3, Tariq lost his trust, transferring it over to Weston Holdings and losing it in a Ponzi scheme. Braden also caught his first body, his uncle Lucas, because Lucas was threatened to snitch and definitely going to snitch. Now keep in mind that Lucas was already talking to the cops, and Braden left his fingerprints all over his uncle's penthouse. As well, it's for sure that that hotel had cameras. So this is another potential law enforcement investigation that we could see in Season 4. Another character who lost a whole lot of money in the Weston Ponzi scheme was RSJ. RSJ was one of the most mysterious power characters because he seems to have known Ghost when he was younger, growing up in Queens. Will more of RSJ and Ghost history be revealed in Season 4? We also have to ask the question if we've seen the last of Lauren Baldwin and Kiki Travis on Book 2 Ghost. And if we haven't, what will be their roles moving forward on Season 4? Kiki was Braden's love interest in Season 4, but was going to move back home last time we heard from her in the season finale. Lauren was in Witsex Season 3 after Jenny Sullivan had her fake her death so she could build a RICO case against Tariq. And ultimately, it was Lauren who retracted her initial statement that Effie tried to kill her and blamed the whole thing on Jenny Sullivan trying to manipulate her. But the whole reason she did this was because the Tejadas threatened her parents, and she blamed Tariq for it, which he was also partly responsible for at the same time. So will Lauren be back at Stansfield or out of the picture? Season 4 has also been said to have a lot of new characters coming. When I made a video last month asking the question if Season 4 would be the last, someone from the crew commented and assured me that the show has many more seasons to come and also has a lot of new characters coming in Season 4. One of the new characters who we know will be introduced in Season 4 is Detective Don Carter, who will be played by Michael Ealy. His description reads, Detective Don Carter is on track to become a police commissioner at the NYPD before his wife is killed in a crossfire between 2 rival gangs. The violence causes his character to step down from his role in an effort to make the streets safer as part of an elite drug task force. And there you have it, Ghost Season 4, coming May 2024. Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.